Seniors, before we begin, let me ask you something very simple. When was the last time you woke up with a belly that felt completely light, completely empty, and completely comfortable? Not heavy, not bloated, not tight, not pressured, but truly light? If it has been weeks, months, or even years since you felt that way, then what I'm about to show you tonight may surprise you. Because the reason you feel backed up, sluggish, and uncomfortable in the morning may not be your age, may not be your diet, may not even be your medications. It may simply be because there is old stool sitting inside your colon right now that your body has been trying to push out but cannot. And what if I told you that just one glass of the right nighttime drink could hydrate that old stool, soften it, loosen it, and help release it naturally by morning? This is not a detox trick. This is not a laxative that forces your gut. This is basic human physiology: stool hydration, colonic motility, and overnight bowel softening. And once you understand how the senior colon changes with age, you will immediately understand why this nighttime drink works so effectively. Tonight, we are going to take a clear medical scientific look at what is really happening inside your gut, why seniors struggle far more than younger adults, and how one drink before bed can help your colon reset itself in ways you did not think were possible anymore. If you're over 60, your digestion has changed. Most seniors don't even realize how dramatically things have shifted because it happens slowly, silently, and gently over years. Your colon is not broken, it is simply slower. Your nerves are not damaged, they are simply less sensitive. Your stool is not impossible to pass, it is simply dehydrated. And once you understand these changes, everything will make sense. As the body ages, the digestive system loses speed the same way joints lose flexibility or muscles lose strength. The colon, that powerful tube that squeezes stool forward in wave-like movements, begins to lose tone. The muscle layers thicken, but become less efficient. The nerves lining the colon become less sensitive to stretch, so you stop getting that strong urge to go. Instead, the urge becomes faint, weak, or delayed. Many seniors ignore it because it barely registers anymore. And every time you ignore the urge, the stool sits longer in the colon. The longer it sits, the drier it becomes. The drier it becomes, the harder it gets. The harder it gets, the more it stretches the colon. And the more it stretches the colon, the weaker the urge becomes the next time around. This is the start of what doctors call the slow transit constipation cycle. And once you fall into it, your colon becomes a place where stool stays far longer than it should. It dries, it compacts, it sticks to the walls. It forms small, hard pieces that require straining. Many seniors experience tiny pebble-like stools or thin pieces that pass through, but that is just the surface layer. Underneath that surface is the older stool, the stool that has been trapped for days or even weeks. That stool is dense. That stool is dry. That stool is the real problem. And that stool will not leave unless it is rehydrated and softened. This is why seniors can poop every single day and still be constipated. They pass the newest stool but keep the oldest stool inside. That old stool causes bloating, fullness, pressure, discomfort after meals, loss of appetite, bad breath, fatigue, and even lower back pain. It also compresses the colon, slows peristalsis, and reduces nerve sensitivity further. And when the colon becomes overstretched with old stool, it becomes like a stretched out balloon, weaker, less responsive, and more sluggish. Now, here is the part most seniors never hear. Your colon is most responsive to hydration and softening at night. When you sleep, your digestive system enters a maintenance state. The colon slows its absorption of water. The muscles relax. The stool becomes more receptive to hydration. This is why the right nighttime drink can help soften stool and restore morning motility. The colon is calmer at night. It absorbs moisture more evenly. and the soluble fiber you drink has more time to form a gel that traps water inside the stool, preventing it from drying out any further. The beauty of this approach is that it does not force the colon. It supports it. It does not shock the gut. It hydrates it. It does not rush stool out. It helps the stool become soft and smooth, so the colon can release it naturally. When your stool becomes soft overnight, the morning gastrocolic reflex, the powerful wave of contraction triggered after waking and eating breakfast, becomes strong enough to push old stool out. So tonight, I want to guide you through one of the simplest, most science-backed nighttime routines seniors can use. A single glass of a carefully chosen drink that combines hydration, soluble fiber, gentle enzymes, mild osmotic action, and gut-calming nutrients. This drink can loosen old stool stuck to the colon walls, increase stool softness, reduce straining, release built-up pressure, and support more complete morning elimination. To understand why the drink works, we have to go deeper into the biology. The colon has a job: remove water from stool. That is how the body preserves hydration. But when stool moves slowly, the colon keeps removing water beyond what is helpful. As stool becomes drier, the colon struggles to move it. Imagine dough with no moisture or clay that has hardened. Stool becomes firm, dry, sticky, and resistant. The colon then tries to compensate by pushing harder, but if the stool is too dry or too large, this leads to straining. Straining increases the risk of hemorrhoids, fissures, rectal bleeding, and rectal prolapse. Many seniors go through these problems silently. But when stool is hydrated properly, everything changes. The colon can move it more easily. The rectum senses it better. The urge becomes stronger, and the morning routine becomes smoother. Hydration is everything. Water is everything. And yet seniors drink far too little water every day. The sensation of thirst becomes weaker with age. Many seniors limit water intake to avoid nighttime urination. Others drink only tea or coffee, which dehydrate the body further. And medications such as blood pressure pills, allergy pills, iron tablets, calcium supplements, and opioids further slow the colon. Because stool dehydration is the main cause of constipation, the nighttime drink must address hydration first. That is why the ingredients used in these drinks are chosen specifically for their ability to hydrate stool, draw in moisture, stimulate motility gently, and lubricate the colon. Kiwi contains natural enzymes that soften stool. Flaxseed provides soluble fiber that forms a gel inside the gut. Yogurt introduces probiotics that support motility. Warm prune juice contains sorbitol that pulls water into the stool. Psyllium forms a larger gel mass that stimulates the colon. Turmeric calms inflammation in the gut walls. Ghee lubricates the colon. Pears contain sorbitol and soluble fiber. Chia seeds hold water and increase softness. Mint soothes the stomach and reduces gas. Each drink works through different mechanisms, but the desired outcome is the same: softened, hydrated, bulked, and easy to pass stool in the morning. Imagine going to bed with the feeling of heaviness in your belly, knowing that stool inside you has been sitting too long, compacted, and dry. And imagine waking up after drinking something soothing, and everything feels lighter, your belly less distended, your bathroom visit smoother, your strain reduced, your body relieved. That is what these nighttime drinks offer. Now, let me take you into the physiological part of why nighttime softening is so effective. When you sleep, your colon's muscular contractions become slower but more rhythmic. This gives soluble fiber time to absorb water and hard stool time to soften. The gel created by flax, chia, or psyllium wraps around stool like a blanket, preventing water loss. Osmotic compounds like sorbitol gently pull water toward the stool. Warm liquids relax smooth muscles in the gut and reduce cramping. Probiotics work more efficiently at night because there is no competing food to digest. Anti-inflammatory ingredients like turmeric calm the digestive lining. Lubricating fats like ghee reduce friction inside the colon. By the time morning comes, the stool has absorbed enough moisture to pass smoothly. The large intestine pushes waste with a coordinated wave triggered as soon as you wake and eat. Seniors often feel an urge to eliminate after breakfast because of this gastrocolic reflex. When stool is soft and hydrated, this reflex is extremely effective. When stool is dry and compacted, this reflex causes pain, pressure, and straining instead of relief. The best part is that you do not need all 5 nighttime drinks. You only need 1 glass that fits your needs. If your stool is dry, and pebble-like kiwi or prune drinks are ideal. If your motility is slow, psyllium is best. If your gut is irritated, turmeric milk helps. If you want a lighter drink, pear chia water works beautifully. Once you begin this nighttime routine, the first improvement many seniors notice is a lighter belly upon waking. Then they notice reduced gas. Then they notice reduced straining. Then the stool becomes more complete. And many also report improvement in appetite, mood, sleep quality, and energy because constipation affects the entire system, not just the colon. Your gut produces neurotransmitters, supports immunity, and regulates inflammation. When the colon is backed up, none of those systems function optimally. When the colon empties more fully and regularly, all of those systems improve. Tonight's drink is your chance to support your digestive system in a gentle, science-based, natural way. 1 glass, 10 minutes before bed. That's all. Nothing extreme, nothing complicated. Just hydration, fiber, enzymes, and nighttime physiology working together. Your colon has spent decades removing waste for you. It is time to help it release what it has been holding. Tonight, choose your drink. Prepare it with calm. Sip it slowly. Go to sleep with the reassurance that your body is receiving exactly what it needs. And in the morning, allow your colon to thank you. Your age does not determine your digestion. Your habits do. Your hydration does. Your nighttime routine does. And tonight is the night you begin to reset your gut in the most natural, gentle, and effective way possible.